Hey, what's up guys, Mudar Truco Development. I'm renovating this kitchen and I thought, hey, why not put in some hi-hats or recessed lights? And I picked up these ultra slim downlights. I like these guys because they're, well, first off, they're super slim, but this is old work, meaning the ceiling is already up, so you can't really use the cans. So these make it super easy to put in. They come in with a junction box with them. So all you need to do is wire your electric. So let me show you what I'm doing here with that. All right guys, so let's go ahead and open this box up, show you what it comes with. It brings in 4 of these. By the way, I get this from Amazon, and yeah, I get a lot of stuff from Lowe's and Home Depot too, but these, the markup on these is ridiculous, okay? So these or similar, a similar product retails for about 18 bucks at Lowe's or Home Depot. I get these from Amazon at about $8.50 a piece. So I mean, you know, the markup is ridiculous. Anyways, so these are, they're super bright, but they're dimmable, right? So they come in with 850 lumens, and you could see all that stuff in the back. And the nice thing about these too is they're interchangeable, right? So if this goes back, this is LED. So if this goes bad, you can go ahead and get replacement for these. Let's see, and under these should be the junction boxes. All right, here we go. Let's grab one of them just to kind of show you what it looks like. So there it is. It's super light, easy to work with. Let's pop this guy open. I can do it in one hand. All right. So, you know, if you've done electric work, I mean, this is, you know, if you can do Legos, really, you can do this type of electric work. Just make sure your power is turned off or whatnot, and you got your hot to hot, neutral to neutral, and you're pretty much good to go. And these, again, you just tuck them right into where you're gonna make your hole saw cut in the ceiling, and I'll go through that with you to show you. But just kind of wanted to show you what you should expect in the box. And then once this is set up, you just basically plug and play. You just plug this bad boy right into these guys. So we'll get right to it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is measure where you're going to want to put in your hi-hats or your recessed lights. Before that too, you want to know which direction your joists are running. So a rule of thumb is, if you have well, most homes are rectangular shaped, so the shorter distance is typically the orientation of your joist. Also, if you have access to an attic, you can just go up there and see, at least get an idea of which way the joists are running, so you could see it that way. And finally, if you have a vent, you can kind of remove the plate and then see how your joists are running. It's important to know that in planning, so that way you know, for example, I'm gonna have 2 lights going in this way and 2 lights going in that way. And so I know when I do my electric, it's gonna be a simple run from here to there, and then I gotta come across this way. Luckily, there's an attic above here, so that's, again, just an easy run. If this was, say, a first floor or where there's no attic above, you're gonna have to poke holes in your ceiling, which you then gotta patch and all that other stuff. I kind of gauged where I want the light to be. I don't want it to be right above the cabinets. You know, wanted about 1 foot to 2 feet off, and that's kind of where I placed my first light. So I marked my joist here, and I came back, did the same thing. Marked my joist right there, so now I know that my joist on center is right here. Measured where my joists start, I got 26, and where it ends, I think I got 42, so roughly about 42, okay? So I know the split between the 26 and 42 is 16, half of that is 8 inches, so you just come up 8 inches from your 26, and that brings you to your 34, okay, right there. So now I know all I need to come up is from that wall to where I want my light, 34 inches. So I marked up my 34 right here. Now coming over to the other side, here, it's a little different. I measured from that wall to where that point is 30 3/4, okay? So 30 3/4 is the same distance from this wall, from there to that point, 30 3/4 inches. So I come up here, and so that way I know this is gonna align perfectly with that light. And now my last point is here. Now this is a little tricky in my case because I have a soffit. If you don't have a soffit, that's fine. You do the same thing we did there. You mark from the wall to the point in the ceiling where you want your hi-hat or your light to go. In this case, I have a soffit, so all I had to do is measure from this end to this, and then I added the soffit. So add those together, you get 40, so you know you gotta come up from this wall to this point where you want the light to be 40 inches. But remember too, you gotta match the distance from this wall to the point as well. And I think I got 29 inches or something like that. So you come up here, you mark your 29, from here to there, you mark your 40, and then where they intersect, in my case is here, that's your final light. All right, I got a couple of these knocked out. I'll show you what I'm doing. I made myself a template. I thought I had a 6-inch hole saw, I didn't. So just cardboard, cut it around, make sure you have a hole in there so you can see exactly where your center is, mark it, and then go to town. But there you go. All right, just like that, and then just cut this loose. Okay guys, so now it's time to install the lights. Well, this part. Again, since we're using 14 gauge, mark it up on this guy. Out. I have no electric running to this, okay? So that's why I didn't turn anything off. There's really nothing to turn off here. If you are working with a live wire, make sure the switch is off or the breaker is completely turned off. Well, it looks like I lost some footage, so I apologize for that, but I went ahead and wired this guy up and this guy. So again, with that one, I coiled my ground. With this one, I connected the ground from the 2 lines. I'll be able to replicate this right here. All right. As usual, start by stripping. Right, with stripping the wires, I have a video, guys, on a lot more detail on how to do this basic wiring stuff. You go in this way. Bring that out. Now guys, if you're into real estate and you want to learn how to get into investing in real estate, check out my other videos. I have a whole real estate playlist on how I started in real estate. What do I do? One of my specialties is foreclosure real estate, and I mean, for me, that was a very mysterious, topic. And, when I had started my real estate career many years ago, I could not for the life of me find anybody who knew and was willing to actually share information about how to get into that market. I picked up a lot of books and they were garbage, really. Couldn't find any book that actually made sense and gave me sort of the step-by-step, like actually how to find those properties, how to finance them, what to do. I mean, none of that. The books will talk about, oh yeah, foreclosure real estate is very profitable and all that good stuff, but you know, doesn't really tell you how to do it. Well, if you're interested in knowing how that works, just subscribe to my channel. I upload videos regularly, and it's my passion. This is what I do for a living, and I share all my experiences on my channel. So you can support me by subscribing, liking the videos, and in exchange, obviously, you get information that otherwise you'll maybe have a hard time finding. Throw these guys in. Here we go. And then what you do next is line up this guy so it has a little bit of a notch right here, and that lines up with the lip in there. You just push together and then screw this nut. Okay, once you have this all hooked up, you want to press the springs on the side. Like that. And there you go.
Alright guys, so this is my setup. I got my feed right here, and all I got to do is knock it into this box. Alright. Alright. And so she wrote here.
There you have it. Let's see what they look like. Boom, there you go. Okay, there you have it, guys. I hope you found the video helpful. Again, this is part of a bigger kitchen renovation. I'll put the link up for that as well. This kitchen is getting a complete makeover, everything from painting the cabinets with glass-like finish. So if you want to know how to get that, definitely check that video out. Granite countertops, backsplash, crown molding. We're doing light rail molding in here too. Everything is being done. New floors are going to be put in. Of course, appliances. I can't wait for the finished look of this thing. Like I said, guys, if you're into real estate, check out my real estate playlist. There's a lot of tips on how to get into real estate. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any comments, leave them below. And hey, don't forget to subscribe. It's the only way to support the channel. All right, guys, check you out on the next one.